Wow. This is not an arrowhead. Okay? That is not an arrowhead. I simply say that so I lay a precedence and I know a lot about artifact hunting, but that's not an arrowhead. This video, I think, has pretty deep hidden meanings, and hopefully I can get that out to y'all. It may be boring for some because it's a discussion on things I've never seen talked about much, and I face a little fire on, and we're going to try to clear some things up, and I'm going to ask for y'all's help to do that. I'm D.W. Verts, Hickbilly Outdoors. We'll be back in just a minute or seconds, and we're going to talk about not so much why that did an arrowhead, but what is that? Really important, interesting things, I hope. Be right back. People are seeing things in rocks that I'm not seeing. Bothers me. Am I missing out on something? Because trust me, in all my years of arrowhead and artifact hunting, I have learned some things this last year or so doing YouTube videos about stuff that even I have passed up over the years. I did a video a couple weeks ago on a bunch of rocks. They're artifacts. They are. I took out my rock garden. They stole all my arrowheads, most of the arrowheads out of it, but they left a bunch of tools behind. So I did a video, just my wife was cleaning up that rock garden. I had, oh golly, 50 pounds of cool stuff. And a viewer said, hey, I saw stuff. I saw pictures in some of those. I was like, wow. So here's what we're going to do. I try to keep this real simple. Like I keep anything simple. If you've never seen my videos before, good time to run. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through a bunch of these artifacts. Need to lay something down. These are artifacts. I've been getting some hate mail. I don't understand how I'm misleading people that these are just creek tumbled. No, they are not. If I bring something out of here, out of this bucket, I brought 20-some pounds of these rocks. It's going to take a few minutes. We're not going to go through every one of them, but I'm going to pull some of them out. If I don't say that I'm not sure, I'm sure. I reach in a bucket and just pull one out. That is an artifact. That has been shaped and napped by man. And yes, I have them wet because it shows the definition a little bit better to have them wet. Okay? That is an artifact. You can see where the flakes were took off. I've done a video on how I can prove that, and people still say that's just a rock. One guy said, you are putting ideas in people's heads. Yeah, ideas that is an artifact. You need to be picking those up unless all you want is arrowheads. It's not even an arrowhead. That's a knife or something, or a spear point. It's not an arrowhead. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's what we're going to talk about. But to me, there's no doubt that's just a tool, right? That's all it is. Isn't it? I don't see any shape in that rock. It shows me it's anything but an adze, some sort of digging, working tool. Let's look at this one. And this is what we're going to do in this video. From a little talking, I'm going to go through and show these a few seconds. And I'm going to put them down and go another one, because what I want, besides the gentleman that's going to help me with this next video, I want you to tell me what you see in these. And don't be telling me it's just creek. Most of this stuff even out of the creek. Matter of fact, almost none of this out of the creek. A lot of this stuff was dug up underneath the ground. So you tell me, do you see something that I don't see? It's very interesting to me, and it's very important to me, okay, that you tell me what you're seeing here. Most of these tools have some sort of point on one end and a round, more oblique other end. That's why we call them adze. We have the bullnose adze like this, and the truth, I don't have very many of those in here. They were spent cores. In other words, they knocked off pieces to make something like that, and what was left, they either threw it away as a core or they made it into a tool. And that's just fair to middle. There's no doubt about that. I've done that myself napping. There's no doubt. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be bringing these things out. Now this one's broke. It's one of the coolest pieces I've ever found. I don't know what it was, like a big spade in. There's no doubt in my mind that was a arrowhead that was never made into an arrowhead. It was something else just really cool, so I brought it out. There you go. We're going to look at these pieces. You're looking for shapes in them, pictures, or whatever. You're going to tell me. And if you'll do that, if you see something you like or that you have interest in, you'll hit that, figure out that timestamp and let me know. Okay? That's the plan. Meanwhile, my little helper in Iowa, Robert up there, I'm going to send him pictures, and he's going to do this too. He's going to help me. He sees things I don't see. I admit to that. What got this started is there's another YouTuber, I'm not going to pick on him, but he's picked on me pretty heavy, because he says, and I don't know why, miscommunication, the interweb is horrible. Discussion forums, people get mad over stupid things because you can't see facial expressions. I am what I am. I'm simple. I've done this for years. There's things I don't know. But this Georgia guy just got rancid, mean, and hateful because I wasn't seeing what he was talking about. I must have missed something in the conversation because it just went from to real quick. So I want this to be a discussion that ends up helping somebody explaining things. See, that is not a tool at all. That is just a napped on rock. That's called a core. But anybody see something in there I'm missing? I'm going to keep going through these. But anyway, so we're going to go through these. I'm going to get some pictures sent to my buddy in Iowa. He sees things I don't see. And he's going to try, however long, it may not be these rocks, he's going to try to show me what I'm missing. I'm going to try to see his interpretations. I'm going to try to be very cool. I want to learn something. There's a nice piece, interesting shape. Little cortex on it. Again, I am not holding up any rock that has not been hit by man unless I say so. That's what they are. They're artifacts. Oh, let's discuss that while I'm bringing up all these boring pieces of rock. Okay? Let's discuss this. See that worked edge? That nature does not do that. It comes down to a matter of what? Nomenclature, whatever. The names of things. Okay? Artifact, relic. That means something old, made by man, simple. To say that an arrowhead is not an artifact or not a relic would be stupid because they are. This is also an artifact or a relic. People seem to have a problem differentiating there between that. Now here is just a flake. I can tell it's a flake because it has it's a flake. It's got bold percussion, it's got the ripples. Anyway, real pretty piece of not quite porcelain chert, it's actually see-through. Anything old made by man is an artifact. Egyptian tomb stuff, artifacts. Relics, I've always thought of relics as being more of a more modern, early 20th century Civil War to Civil War type thing, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Arrowheads are artifacts and vice versa. I'm going to run out of room doing this. Tell me if you see something. Send me the timestamp, and I will try to pull all that back up and use again. Look at that. It looks like a bird's head, a skull. It's not. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I'm missing something. Look at that. There's the cortex, the hard rock. It won't nap. There's I drew the flakes off. It's not creek nap. Trust me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do another video on that. I got to because I got just enough people. I didn't realize some of my comments were being hidden. I don't check that box, but it got checked. And I found something the other day that's disturbing how mad people were getting at me. Look at this, interesting. There's a notch there and a notch there, like it was trying to haft it. That's interesting. I don't remember ever seeing that piece and knowing that. Of course, sometimes I brought these things home dirty and put them in a rock garden, never cleaned them up, never made them pretty. There's a piece that has some sort of shape to it. I don't think that never was a tool. That's just a flake or a spall. Are y'all seeing something there? I don't, but are you? I'm going to do another video where I'm going to dare people to show me what is an artifact or not an artifact. I've got an idea. It's just something I'm thinking. I'm trying to do some things that other people aren't doing on YouTube. I don't think. I can't watch all the videos. I try to watch a share. I try to watch my subscriber stuff, and that takes more time than I really have. Look at that pretty. big old broken blade. They never finished. Got a big old divot out of it. But is there something there? Am I missing something here? Am I not seeing something? You tell me. I'm not going to do all these. It'd be ignorant to do all these. Look at that big old thing. Thing weighs over a pound. A big old heavy shovel, maybe a tool of mass murder or mass destruction, who knows. But I don't see anything there but a tool, a hoe. Some sort of worked down rock for a tool. Now, the other part of the discussion is this. Artifacts are artifacts, whatever they are, relics that are old, made by man. Okay? What is an effigy? I just love these rocks. I've got thousands of these things like that. An effigy. For me, an effigy, and we have to go with the archaeologists. I've met archaeologists that were just nasty. But they are the ones who've done the research, laid the timelines out, and taught us that this is an Italy head. It's named for a reason from where it was found, blah, blah, blah. So I have to, and their timelines, we have to go with their timelines, you know, woodland, historic, all the way back to paleo, pre-paleo. I get that. But what do they call an effigy? For me, an effigy has always been a worked down piece that resembles an animal or something like that. I have one perfect turtle. It was made out of a nodule. It's got 4 feet in head. It's all bare, and it even was etched on the back like the serrations in the shell on a box turtle. It's cool. I'll try to find it someday. I have a broken otter. It's missing its head and 1 foot on the front, but it's got the long tail, but it's still a napped piece with a little bit of grinding to get the shape. It's about that long. It was about 3.5 inches long, and it's cool. I call those effigies. So if I pull this up and you see we're talking about 2 things here. We're talking about something that is shaped and possibly supposed to look like a bird, a butterfly, whatever. We're talking about pictures in things. See, somebody seeing pictures. To me, that would be a totem. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. What matters is we all like this hobby and we all get along on it real well. See, this is not a napped rock at all. Here's one that's not napped. It's a big old chunk, but it's got some sort of weird, to me, that's just a sedimentary buildup. That's all it is. Is it? Am I missing something? I mean, I could put an eyeball there and a nose and whatever. You tell me. So an effigy, to me, and it doesn't matter, I'm just trying to make this clear, would be a shaped piece to look like an animal or something like that. And a totem is more of a drawn-on, although totem poles obviously were carved out, more faces and things like that. It doesn't matter. The fact is, there's no point to get hateful and mean, and it seems like everybody in this world, it's my way or the highway thinking. So I got to people say, you're not really showing anything, you're putting ideas in people's heads. Really? Well, I'm trying to put good ideas in their heads if that's true. This has been napped on by man, there's no doubt. You're not going to, anybody argues this, I don't know why you're even watching my stuff. Now this is this is more just a flake. Well, the edge has been worked maybe a little bit. Isn't that pretty though? But I don't see it being a shape of anything. Yeah, okay, it's been napped on the back side. Whenever you see it napped on the back side like that, fine flake, it was used for something. That's just part of napping and understanding that the techniques and processes it took to make these things work. So I'm going to hurry up and show a few more. I haven't barely went through half the bucket. It's just horrible, isn't it? There's a piece napped all the way down the edge. A big old flake took off. It broke. That thing was like this shape at one time. It was way bigger. But you see something there? Let me know. My buddy up here in Iowa is going to work. He's going to look at these things. He's going to try to elucidate and educate me. And I'm open-minded. Show me what I'm missing. And if I never see this, don't take it personal. I think it's an artistic thing that some people are just going to see better than I am. There was one in here in particular I'm not seeing. Okay, this one here. This one here is interesting. I remember when I picked this thing up, it's in the creek. It is a stupid rock to nap on. The material's okay, but it's stupid to get a shape out of, to get a point out of, yet they napped on it. Get that white background. It's even fire popped, where they tried to heat treat. This rock don't take heat well. So what do y'all see? Something? I remember I picked this thing up in the creek 15 years ago thinking, it's been napped on by man, so it makes it kind of an artifact to me. That's why I did that. There's still 25, 30 rocks in there. I don't see any reason to go and pick them all out. If y'all get what I'm saying, it'd be a big help to comment properly and nicely. If you can't comment nice, don't comment at all. It's so sad. There's too many people wanting to learn more about this, including me. You never quit learning in life. I learned fishing stuff. I learned hunting stuff. I learned shooting stuff. You never quit. And if your thing is computer science, you probably never quit learning either. It is too complex a world for my little brain to take in. But I've done this forever, and I'll guarantee you when I pick a piece up like that, I'm telling you that is a man-made. It's an adze. It's been hit on all the way around out of an ugly rock. For a tool, or is it an effigy? Is it a mouse? And I'm going to have a little fun with this. Okay? I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it. One more. I said that I'd found very few effigies in my life. I've got a broken otter. I've got that turtle. But I found this one this spring, and nobody commented on it. And I thought, in my opinion, it's an effigy. This is a piece of hematite. Hematite is a non-magnetic metal that we have in some in Missouri, some across. It's common a lot of places. Whenever you find hematite, where I look for point, it's been worked by man or been used by man. It was brought in. But this one here, it's got a shape to it. I felt like with the kill shot, it looks like a snake's head. Even got little indentations there and there for eyes. That's what I felt like. And I kind of got shot down on it, so I tried to broaden my horizon with just a rock. Well, except it's hematite, it's definitely been shaped. It's got the same shape on both sides. See that? But it's not an arrowhead. It's not a tool. But I got shot down pretty quick. And didn't even have very many people look at that video. I thought it was cool. It was one of the coolest things I ever found because I think it was something. But I don't know. Y'all tell me. Be a few days. I'm gonna send some of these individual rock pictures, or maybe he can take them off this. I don't know. I've never done this before. He's going to try to help me look for faces in the crowd. Y'all are going to help too. Take that timestamp. Let me know. It's going to be a process. Maybe, maybe not. I just feel like I'm missing something here. I've got just buckets and buckets and buckets. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. I know it's a little bit boring. I get that. To me, it's not boring because it's what I do. It's one of my passions. And I'm trying to explain to people there's no ego in this. There's no money in this. This is for fun. I don't have to lie or push things across. Whatever. They're just rocks. They're just cool rocks. God bless y'all. We'll talk to you soon.